dudes! Welcome to another episode of the Bullshit Show. I'm Dad. That's Nathan. And the question is, where in the hell have we been? It's only been, what, 3.5 months? Yeah, it's been a while. Kinda have an excuse. Kinda, sort of. We did the last show at the end of February. March, we just, I don't know, we didn't feel like doing one.
No.
And then, the beginning of April, Dada had his 20th heart attack.
Yay!
Yeah, nice even number. So I was in the hospital for a few days, and then I was recovering and all that bullshit. And so we didn't do anything in April. And then come May, somebody had the bright idea of going to Golden Corral, and I ate some undercooked ribs and got food poisoning, wound up in the hospital for 4 frickin' days, and puking and shitting and all that fun stuff. So I didn't feel that great in May either. So it's been kind of a shitty spring. So, but it's almost summer.
Whoop-de-fucking do.
And it's in the 90s here in Florida. Yay! Fuck. What's going on in the world? What's been going on in the world? Probably the biggest story since the last episode was the Mueller report, which turned out to be sound and fury signifying nothing. It, you know, I guess it's pretty clear that Trump's a crook, and it's spelled out pretty clearly where it's crossed out. But since there's crooks running the Justice Department, nothing's going to happen, I guess. I don't know. What do you think's going to happen?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't.
Because that's the way the government works.
Yeah. The government doesn't do anything on a good day, much less when they have reason to. But yeah, Trump continues to be a major hemorrhoid on the ass of society. And
just yesterday, he claimed that Mars, or the moon was part of Mars.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got back from his trip to England and then Ireland, which he took his entire family on our dime. And he went to Ireland, not for any state visit, but simply to visit his golf club there, which we, of course, paid for. So he just continues to...
Did he fist bump the Queen?
Nah, I think it was just an awkward handshake. I'm not sure. But it's possible. I don't know. She's hip to it, I would think. But, oh, I got to add another hospital cup to my collection. There are actually 2 of them.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them now, so... I'm still using the old one because there's nothing wrong with it, but I have 2 more are waiting to be filled with tea. But, so yeah, unfortunately he's back on American soil and pissed off at Cuba and pissed off at the Mexicans.
What the fuck did Cuba do?
Why? What did Cuba do? I mean, Cuba Gooding Jr. won an Oscar. Is that the problem? What the hell? You know? But now we can't go to Cuba anymore. You know, this is like...
We gotta cancel that.
I know we gotta cancel our trip to Cuba, which pisses me off, because I was looking forward to some black beans and rice. But, and the Democrats sit around with their fucking thumbs up their ass. I mean, they've got all of this stuff that they can do, all of this evidence that's just falling from the sky, and yet they run around like chickens with their heads cut off and do nothing. Because that's what Democrats do, I guess. It's sad. You know? And they're all so busy running for president. I mean, what is it, 23 now or 25? I think it's 25 now. I mean, it's a primary, not an Avengers movie. So...
Yeah, way to steal a joke.
Yeah, well, what the hell? It was funny. But, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Joe Biden. Many years ago, like I think it was 88, when he ran the first time, I was a big supporter of him. But since then, a lot of shit has come out about him. He's got health problems. He's got plagiarism problems. I don't think he was that great of a vice president. I mean, Obama tolerated him, but he kind of made an ass of himself a number of times. And I don't like Bernie. Thank you.
I'm doing my Biden impression.
Thank you, Joe. I feel so used now. But I'm not a big fan of Bernie this time around. Last election, it was like, yeah, go Bernie. But he's just too damn old. And no, it's not going to work. And all of the second-tier candidates are just either too far out there.
Mayor Pete!
Yeah, Mayor Pete is the best of the lot. But, you know, Elizabeth Warren talks crazy shit, and Beto O'Rourke is... What the hell did he talk about today that was really stupid? Shit, I just read it a few minutes ago. Now my brain's going. But, you know, and Carmel Head Harris, she just, she talks shit. Although she'll probably, mark my word, will probably be the vice presidential candidate. If Biden ends up winning this whole thing. Because he's going to need, since he's an old white guy, he's going to need somebody who's a woman. He's going to need somebody preferably who's black or a minority of some kind. And she happens to be both. And so I can see that happening very easily. So look for the Biden-Harris posters coming to a neighborhood near you.
Unless you live in Florida.
Unless you live in Florida, you're not going to see any of those down here. It's going to be Trump 2020. Which we're already seeing that shit pop up. It's ridiculous. People down here think Trump shit doesn't stink, and it's scary.
Orange Man bad!
Yes. Orange Man very bad. Cheeto face. But we did get out a little bit in the last 3 months. We saw a couple movies. We saw Captain Marvel.
Went to St. Augustine. Saw Captain Marvel.
Saw Captain Marvel in St. Augustine. And then, of course, saw Avengers Endgame. Which, personally, I thought it was too long and too slow and kind of boring. But he jizzed on it. I'm sorry, an Avengers movie should be full of action. And the first action scene in that movie doesn't happen until an hour into it. It's like, and even that wasn't that much of an action scene. So,
Thor went for the head. And then got
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, Fat Thor was funny. I thought that to be about the most amusing character of all of them.
I'm glad there's finally a character I can cosplay as.
Yeah, indeed. I don't know. I still am on the fence on the whole Hulk Banner morph.
Professor Hulk.
Yeah, Professor Hulk. It was funny. I was watching What the hell is the name of the movie? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Last night, and it was one of the first films Mark Ruffalo was in. And there's a scene where he's dancing on the bed with Kirsten Dunst in their underwear. It's pretty funny, and I'm thinking, this is Bruce Banner? But I just thought it was amusing.
He still has one more movie on his contract.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard two things. I've heard Chris Hemsworth has agreed to do an unlimited amount of movies, and I've also heard he's going to walk away. So...
excited for Far From Home.
Yeah, that'll probably be the next movie we see. Will be Spooderman.
I saw Aladdin.
He saw Aladdin on his phone.
On my phone.
Illegally, or on your computer.
I watched it on the computer.
Oh, on the computer. Illegally.
Arabian Nights has been stuck in my head for the last fucking week.
As were her boobies. But other than that, we gave up Movie Pass because it just got too fucking hard to use. It was a joke. And they canceled my account without telling me.
Alright,
So,
James, how's your bingo going there? Let's see, we've talked about Trump, we've talked about Movie Pass. What else? What else do we normally talk about?
Oh, we talked about the Democrats.
Yeah.
And Caramel Head.
Caramel.
And, let's see on world politics. I don't think, what's going on in the world?
Theresa May's resigning.
Yes, Theresa May. By the time you see this, Theresa May will be gone.
Getting bitch.
In fact, yesterday was her last day. Wasn't it? You know, the 7th. It was yesterday.
It was the 8th. Today's the 8th.
Today's the 8th. Yesterday, Friday.
Yeah,
Was the 7th. That was her last day. So, bye-bye Theresa May. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Now the big clamor for the next prime minister happens.
Well, and it'll be the cat.
Yeah, Larry the Cat, I think, should just take over. He lives at 10 Downing Street anyways. He knows his way around. But as long as Boris Johnson doesn't win, I think they have a chance at redeeming themselves. But Boris Johnson's a fucking goofball.
He's the English.
Which is why Trump likes him.
Yeah.
But so who knows? Doof. Yeah, he's just kind of a doof. But wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh God.
Wait a minute.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Don't do it on me.
Yes. Yes, finally. Yes, in fact, I was going to read some comments, and I will dedicate this fart. Chris Balsamo. Hey dudes, I love you guys and think hey tunes would be a great idea. Could I get a shout out and or a fart dedicated to me? Well, I dedicate that fart to you, dude. So,
What a lucky guy.
good on you, mate. I may have more. I don't know. Ever since I had food poisoning, I've had funny bowel habits.
I guess we'll move on to comments then.
Yeah, we'll do some comments here, and
We got.
it might be a short show. What's this here? From Mark Ross 9696, Dad, please tell us an embarrassing story about Nathan. What was that time I caught you naked with a bowl of Jell-O? And all you could say was, it was hot and I was hungry.
What the fuck?
Ah, it's from a movie. Never mind. I can't think of any embarrassing stories off the top of my head.
Maybe another episode.
Yeah, maybe in the next episode. Jacob Vella. Hey dudes, thanks for the shout out. Love the vids. Hope you're all seriously considering Hey Tunes, which I completely forgot we had talked about that. Thanks again. Pennsylvania Pilkington. Almost 2 months, and a Hey Dudes dry streak. You're killing me, dudes. What are you going to do with a 3.5 month dry streak? So, it's kind of like my sex life.
That exists?
No. No. Just rosy palms and the 5 fingers of death. Never mind. Let's see who else we got here. Raisin Chipotle. Guys, I remember you. I love you guys. You shouted me out for my birthday last year. I would always recommend you watch certain shows. Blah, 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 blah. We'll skip a little. You may not remember me, but I remember you, and I'm excited to be back. Yeah, we're glad to have you back. LaShawn Davis, where is Hey Foods? Well, right after this last episode, we did a Hey Foods.
No, we did it.
Or we did it before. That was that the Japanese stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Japanese stuff. Konnichiwa.
Still haven't recovered.
Yeah. It still smells like squid in here.
Well, you got the fucking box over there.
Yeah, I think the box is still in the bedroom, so. Let's see. Again, Mark Ross, 96, I think. Dad, what's the best date and the worst date you've ever been on? Well, the worst date I ever went on, back in the old days, before the internet and the interweb,
There existed a time?
we used to have to do personal ads in the newspaper, and you would like call voice mailboxes and leave messages. That's how it was done back then.
God, what a horrific sight.
It was. You actually had to talk to people.
Yeah, 3 months.
Okay. And I remember talking to this one chick who sounded really kind of cute. And so we met up and went bowling, which I don't bowl, but that was her idea. And she was ugly and gross, and I never felt more uncomfortable in my entire life. It was just a horrendous afternoon. And, yeah, it was bad. My best date? Jeez. I have to say it had to do with my first fiance, but just about every date with her was a best date. So I can't pin down just one, but it usually ended up with.
Moving on. Here's one. Oh shit. Yeah, this will be the last one. Yeah. Here.
Which one?
That one.
Oh yeah, I'll read that one. From Sudrian Railway Studios. Would I come over and hand you some hot dogs and burgers so we can go to McDonald's in June and July? Oh, it's June. Where are you, dude? We're waiting. We'll take you to McDonald's.
You pay for it.
Yeah, you have to pay for it, of course, because we're cheap and poor.
We got about a minute.
But, yeah, I mean, we have more comments. It won't be 3.5 months before we do another show. It might be 6, but you know, we got to get back in the swing of things.
3 months and 29 days.
Yeah, we just have to get back in the swing of things. But, so anyways, we'll wrap this up. It might be kind of short.
Thanks for 10K subs. Look out for the Q&A response pretty soon.
Whatever he's talking about, I second it.
10K subscribers.
Oh, 10K subscribers. Okay, yes, I get it. I thought you were talking about a marathon, like a 10K. You know, whatever. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and wake the neighbors, wake your family, and make them watch this. And
Hey Dudes is back!
Spring break! Woo! Until next time, hey dudes!
Hey fuckheads.